In July, 18-year-old Annabelle Palm, while on her way to work, unknowingly boarded a vehicle with kidnappers in it. They blindfolded her and took her to an unknown location. Her mother had to pay 2 months' salary to the abductors before she was released.
The place was dark. Somebody came in. It was another man. I don't know. He seemed like their boss. So he pointed at me and said, "Who brought this thing here?" And they said they called a name, but I cannot remember the name they called. So he said they should take me out of the place. So that was when they collected the money from me. They transferred it, and then they beat me, but it wasn't very serious. And then they blindfolded me, and then they drove me back and kept me at the same junction that I blacked out. But they drove for long.
Annabelle's mom says her daughter's experience has left them in fear.
At a point, I was shocked. I couldn't talk. I couldn't say anything. I was just confused. It was my neighbor that came. She heard he now went and called her that I don't know what is happening to my mother. She came and then she saw me. So it was after some times I was able to get myself.
Kidnapping incidents have been on the rise in Nigeria, with women and children being the worst hit. Last month, over 60 people, mostly women and children, were kidnapped by gunmen in a raid in Zamfara State, northwest of the country. That happened barely 2 days after they had attacked a university student hostel in the state and abducted about 20 female students.
Once a child is involved and a woman is involved, the ransom money they are looking for will quickly be gathered together to be sent to them. I also think that because they are in the bushes, they are looking for women that can keep them company. I also think if the family are not able to pay the ransom, after a while, those people kidnapped will lose who they are and they can indoctrinate them to become like them. They are also looking for multiplication. They are looking for disciples, people that will continue this trade.
Between June and July this year, over 3,000 people, according to a report by SBM Intelligence, were kidnapped in different parts of the country. President Bola Tinubu appointed new heads of security agencies in June after he was sworn in as president in May. Security analysts say illegal possession of firearms by citizens and the change in military hierarchy could be part of the problem and want the government to address it.
The past regime, it got to a stage where the former president, Muhammadu Buhari, made it clear that anybody seen with an AK-47 assault rifle should be gunned down. We do not know for now what is the position of the current president. Anything dehumanizing that you can think of, that is what a kidnapper and a bandit does to a fellow human being. So there is no window whatsoever of any rehabilitation or anything. The best thing is to make appointments for them with their maker. So when politicians start saying negotiate with them, it reduces, the affront from the military by half.
The president has condemned the recent abduction of citizens and commiserated with families impacted by kidnapping and abductions in the country. The president has also met with heads of security agencies in the country and directed them to secure the release of all those who have been kidnapped. He says his administration is committed to ending all acts of criminality and has ordered the purchase of more weapons to enable security personnel tackle all security concerns. Annabelle and her mother are still apprehensive, scarred by the memories of Annabelle's kidnapping. Tassim Akende, CGTN Jobs.